And broccoli, coriander, comfrey, hollyhock, basil, peppers, tomatoes, morning glory, borage, Shasta daisy, zinnia, mint. Bunch of mint right here. Potatoes. More potatoes back there. Potatoes. Broccoli. Beans. Tons of coriander in here. All the white flowers. Mix them with borage and marigold. Eggplants. Beans. Cabbage. Parsley. Sunflowers. Nice corn. Corn's getting close. Climbing hydrangea. Trumpet vine. Lots of hummingbirds and bees. Under these. And mosquito plants. Citronella. Sink. There's a couple of squash plants down here. More squash. There's a little row of wildflowers here. A little patch. I left these in because I think there might be milkweed. I'm not sure. These are definitely milkweed. I got these from a friend who planted them. Azalea, black-eyed Susan, tall phlox, raspberry, cat. This is my truck tire garden that I made. I got lobelia, snapdragon, and eggplant in the middle. Eggplant should start to flower pretty soon, another week or two. Produce some fruit. My horse and carriage. I opened up this brushy area, scraped it down, put down some wood chips, ground up the stumps. Zucchini, butternut squash, strawberry, red cabbage, and a variety here. Peppers haven't really responded yet, but some of them are starting to flower now. But it seems like growth was a little bit stunted this year for some reason. But they might respond. Tomatoes, coriander, peppers, more peppers, cucumber and beans on this trellis. Morning glory. Some wildflowers. These hostas did really well this year. Morning glory. Borage, Shasta daisy, calendula. Tons of parsley, celery down inside one of the gardens down there. Eggplant, zucchini, carrots in this bed. Start with some potatoes in here with one zucchini. Maybe it's a zucchini, maybe a squash. Pepper, this little guy right there is turmeric. Lavender, thyme, oregano, sunflower, petunia. Peaches. This one peach tree. I put some diatomaceous earth on here because they were getting a little bit eaten by some kind of bug. Apple. This little apple tree I got. Again, same thing. Was getting a little bit gnawed on by some pest. And this is a sweet potato right here from one half of sweet potato with the slips that sprout out on the side. We just planted it. And all these shoots come off it. You can see the potato. And it sends out the tendrils and the vines. And you want to kind of bury the vine. These are all celeries. And Tracy put the skirts down the bottom to prevent the sun from getting there, so they'll be more whitish on the stalk. As they grow taller, the bottom will stay white, is the idea. So where the turnips were that we pulled. Get some beet. We got some time to plant some other things in there where the turnips were pulled out from. Gladiolas, morning glory, poppy. Poppy had already passed flowering. What else we got? Rose of Sharon, viburnum, wisteria, azalea, plum, hydrangea. There's another peach that I saved, transplanted, pruned it up, and the foliage is coming back. Hopefully it'll recover. It had dropped all its foliage where it was planted before. It was down to 2 leaves. So and there's a whole bunch of stuff up back. And then over here, actually, we've got some fennel. There's a group of fennel right here. They're not a real good companion plant, so we planted them off together by themselves next to the strawberry patch that we're trying to get to come in. And horseradish, those taller plants with the leaves. Over there, more comfrey, monarda, butterfly bush, Shasta daisy, irises, comfrey, and lilac. And the pergola sitting area with the chimney. There's speakers out here. And a pond with the lilies and the water hyacinth and all that stuff in all those plants in the brook. And the water is flowing down as they just all planted themselves. And they act as a filter. I don't use a filter here anymore. And it keeps the water pretty clean, actually. So no bother with the filter medium. Rather not sterilize the water anyway so much. Used to have a UV light in here, kill the algae, but stopped doing all that a couple of years ago. That's about it. Blueberry patch. Oh, chipmunk. He was just scavenging for some blueberries, I'm sure. Blueberry patch here. Squash. Potatoes. Potatoes. It's all clover. Purple clover, white clover is really good for the for the soil, so we let that grow. These are all volunteers out of the Commodore. And the compost, all kinds of tomatoes and everything. Any seeds that are in there, they just pop. You don't even have to plant anything. And it's not the sunniest spot on the property either. Compost bins. It's right at 80 degrees, so it's actively composting, but it should be hotter. New shed I built.